We're here with Ted Moss, and we're talking now due diligence investigations. You guys do that. I due diligence. Obviously, it's seeing something through. But what does that? What does this mean? What do you really got?
Sure. It's so think of it as really an advanced background check, right?
All right.
Let's say you're going to invest in someone's company. Have you done your due diligence? Have you looked at their financials? Have you made sure that they haven't been sued by other people for breach of contract? Do they have a criminal record? Do they have a bunch of civil records? Are there any news stories about them, good or bad? And the goal here is not for us to do a due diligence is not to discredit somebody as much as it is to give you some sense of really validated.
This is the person and their practices in the past.
So like maybe a lot of times when you go through a loan process, they go through underwriting. So think of us in that respect as an underwriter. In one respect, doing kind of the same things, that we're making sure that what that person has represented to you is truthful, and that you're not going to end up putting a lot of money into something. So you're investing in a company, mergers and acquisitions, you're buying a company, and maybe you're hiring a higher level executive, maybe somebody who's going to have a lot of authority. They're going to have the keys to the castle, and access to money. So we had one years ago where the guy was working for a very well-known lab out in California. He was going to be VP of the company. He was going to have access to a lot of proprietary information. And he said that he was an F-18 pilot in the military, and no, he wasn't.
That almost seems like an easy one to
find out. Well, he made a lot of other outrageous claims too, right? Education wasn't. Didn't go to school where he said he did, didn't fit it. And the funny thing about that guy was he had come from another company. He already had a career with these credentials, and no one ever checked them. So, how far would this guy have gone? And then you start looking into it and you realize there was a reason he kept moving around. He didn't have the skills that he said.
Catch Me If You Can. There was a movie based on that. Stay one step ahead.
Yeah, he tried to stay one step ahead, but we got him. So.
Well, you don't look like Tom Hanks, but you still ran him down.
I am better looking than you, Tom Hanks,
absolutely.
Just so you know.
So due diligence, if you have something really important going on, mergers, person, you want to do your due diligence. Yeah. So here's what you do: call Ted and get his group on it.
Yeah. Thanks, Randy.